All right, let's get into this. We're about to explore a deep space mystery, but this one's different. It doesn't kick off with a huge explosion. No, it starts much quieter, with this creepy, unsettling feeling that reality itself is, well, broken.
And this line just sets the mood, doesn't it? The darkness did not come like the night. It came like a shadow. Think about that. It's not natural darkness. A shadow is cast by something. It's an intrusion, something that's blocking the light where it has no right to be.
So our story is set on a world called Kaelor, way, way into the future, at this massive ancient thing they call the Gate. And there's one person there who feels that shadow coming before anyone else has a clue. Meet Avron. She's been the gatekeeper for 60 years. 60. So you know she's in tune with this place like nobody else. She even has these crystalline eyes that change color with her emotions. Right now, she's feeling this weird vibrating pressure in the air, and when she looks up, she sees it. A patch of darkness in the sky that's just wrong. It's like a hole where stars are supposed to be.
And then, it happens. It's not a sound, it's a feeling. Reality itself just jolts. The air gets heavy, the light feels cold, and for a split second, everything stutters. A bird literally freezes in midair before it just falls. Everyone feels it, and everyone knows something is deeply, terrifyingly wrong.
So what in the world could make reality shudder like that? Well, for Avron, this feeling isn't entirely random. It feels like an echo of a huge, traumatic event that has haunted her people for thousands of years.
To really get what's happening, you need to understand two things. First, the gate that she guards, and second, this catastrophe her people only refer to as the Silence.
Okay, so the gate isn't just some big monument. It's this impossible piece of ancient tech, an arch made of crystallized energy, so huge it literally creates its own weather. It used to be their highway between the stars, connecting a whole network of 12 thriving colonies. But then, the Silence happened. Their golden age just ended, suddenly, terrifyingly. One colony after another just went dark. Radio silence. Rescue missions just vanished. So, they did the only thing they could think of. They sealed all the gates and just hid, hoping to be forgotten.
3,000 years. Just let that sink in for a second. For 3 millennia, Ivron's people, the Vornai, have lived in this self-imposed quarantine, absolutely haunted by whatever happened to their sister worlds, just pretending that whatever is out there in the dark has forgotten all about them.
Which, brings us right back to the big mystery here. The gate is supposed to be a dead relic, a memorial to a lost era. It's not supposed to do anything. So why is it suddenly showing signs of life?
Ivron's bad feeling? Well, it's about to turn into cold, hard data.
It's her assistant, Zalani. Super smart, but always on edge, who finds it. She runs to Ivron with readings from the gate's dimensional lattice. The invisible space-time grid that makes the whole thing work. And the readings are off. It's not by a lot, but it's enough to be deeply, deeply alarming.
The number itself is tiny, 0.003%. In almost any other system, you just write it off as a sensor glitch. But the gate is supposed to be perfectly stable. A deviation like this, so specific, is like finding a hairline crack in the foundation of a skyscraper. It means something is putting stress on the entire structure. And that leads Avron to a really chilling conclusion. This isn't a malfunction coming from inside the gate, no. It's an external force. Something is out there probing it, touching it from a place they can't see, a place that's been dead silent for 3,000 years.
But Avron, she's a 60-year veteran. She doesn't panic. Instead, she asks the most important question you can ask in a crisis. Is this new, or has this pattern shown up before? She sends Zalani digging deep into the archives, looking for records that nobody has touched for millennia.
And what they find? Oh boy, it changes everything. It's the link between that strange feeling in the sky and the absolute worst disaster in their civilization's history. Zalani comes back with basically a digital ghost. It's the final engineering report from Vethra, one of the first colonies to go dark during the Silence. These are the last words they ever sent.
And the report is just horrifying. On day 1, they were getting these weird energy spikes every 47 minutes. By day 3, the time between spikes was down to just 11 minutes. The pressure was building faster and faster. And then, day 4. The gate just turned on by itself. The very last log entry just says, "Evacuation initiated." And after that, nothing. Ever again.
And here it is, the punch to the gut. The amplitude of that anomaly they detected on Vethra right before they were wiped out, 0.003%. The exact same number Zalani is reading right now on Kaelor. This isn't just a coincidence. History isn't rhyming. It is literally repeating, down to the last decimal place.
This discovery completely shatters how Ivron sees the gate, the thing she's dedicated her entire life to.
It's not a relic anymore. It's not this beautiful sleeping monument. It's an active threat. It's a door. And whatever came for those 12 colonies 3,000 years ago is now knocking.
But as the sky shudders again, Avron senses something else in the chaos. This presence. It doesn't quite feel like an invasion. It feels more like a voice, like a desperate signal that's been trapped in the network for centuries. Maybe a warning that has been trying to break through this whole time.
And this is where the story leaves us hanging. Avron has no idea, but the clock is already ticking. The pattern has been identified. The countdown has begun. And the future is sealed with this one final, absolutely terrifying sentence. So that's the question we're left with, and it changes everything. What is actually on the other side of that gate? Is it the monster that consumed an entire civilization finally breaking down the last door? Or is it the desperate scream of its victims? A warning that took 3,000 years to get through, and has just arrived way, way too late.